On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Bedrock.
The solid rock underlying soil or alluvium.
Examples:
Bedrock foundation. Bedrock geology. The bedrock beneath the soil is extremely solid and stable.
Sprawl.
To sit, lie, or fall with one's arms and legs spread out.
Examples:
Sprawl out luxuriously on the sofa. Sprawl for acres. The lush vegetation sprawls across the wonderfully landscaped gardens.
Homogenize.
To make something uniform or consistent in composition or character, often by mixing or blending different elements.
Examples:
Homogenize data. Homogenize society. The company aimed to homogenize its products to appeal to a broader range of consumers.
Confluence.
The point at which two or more streams or rivers come together, a gathering of people or things at a particular location or moment.
Examples:
Arterial confluence. Confluence of ideas. A confluence of two smaller streams formed the river.
Plummet.
To fall or drop suddenly and steeply, to decline rapidly or sharply.
Examples:
Plummeting sales. Plummet against other major currencies. The stock prices have plummeted in the last hour, causing concern for investors.
Meld.
To combine or blend, especially in a way that produces a harmonious or unified whole. To merge or fuse.
Examples:
Meld business and pleasure. Meld physics with life science. The chef melded the flavors of the spice blend to create the perfect marinade.
Divergent.
Different or becoming different from another or a standard, tending to move apart in different directions.
Examples:
Follow a divergent path. Wildly divergent results. The Prime Minister had to reconcile divergent opinions on controversial issues like abortion.
Devoid.
Completely lacking or free from something.
Examples:
Devoid of life. Air devoid of pollution. The room was devoid of any furniture or decorations.
Blatant.
Completely obvious, often offensively or inappropriately, characterized by shameless or brazen behavior.
Examples:
Blatant hypocrisy. Blatant disregard. Fact-checkers quickly exposed the politician's blatant lie.
Oyster.
A bivalve mollusk with a rough irregular shell, often eaten raw or cooked, and sometimes used as a pearl-producing animal or a source of mother-of-pearl.
Examples:
Oyster shell. Oyster farm. I ordered a dozen oysters as an appetizer at the seafood restaurant.
Agglomerate.
To collect or gather into a mass or cluster. To form or cause to form a cluster or agglomeration. To unite or join together, especially in a haphazard or consolidated manner.
Examples:
agglomerate particles. Agglomerate into a larger entity. We must agglomerate all the relevant data into one central database for easier analysis.
Manifesto.
A public declaration or statement of policy and aims, usually issued by a political party or government, a written statement or proclamation of one's beliefs or intentions.
Examples:
manifesto statement. Environmental manifesto. The political party issued a manifesto outlining its plans for the country's future.
Mussel.
A type of shellfish that lives in freshwater or saltwater, has a hard, elongated shell and is edible.
Examples:
mussel shells. Mussel cultivation. I ordered the mussels in a white wine sauce for dinner.
Eel.
A type of elongated, snake-like fish that lives in freshwater or saltwater and has a slimy, scaleless body and no pelvic fins.
Examples:
glass eel. Electric eel. The fisherman caught a slippery eel while out on the lake.
Inundation.
A great flood or overwhelming quantity.
Examples:
inundation of visitors. Flood inundation map. The city was hit by an inundation of water, with streets and homes flooded.
Upland.
An elevated or high-lying area of land, typically with a higher elevation than the surrounding area, often characterized by hills, mountains, or plateaus.
Examples:
upland scenery. Upland game birds. We set up camp on the upland to enjoy the breathtaking view of the surrounding valleys.
Intuit.
To understand or know something instinctively or without conscious reasoning, to perceive or apprehend something immediately or intuitively.
Examples:
intuit the motive. Intuit a solution. From her experience with similar projects, she could intuit the most efficient way to complete the task.
Dredge.
To remove debris or objects from a body of water or other areas by scooping or dragging, often using special equipment called a dredge, to bring something to the surface by this process.
Examples:
dredge up memories. Dredge a river. The environmental group demanded that the government stop the plans to dredge the wetlands for oil drilling.
Muck.
Dense, wet, and dirty matter or waste, often found in soil or on the ground, animal waste.
Examples:
construction muck, muck on clothes. The horses waded through the muck in the field after the rainstorm.
Smelly.
Having a strong, unpleasant, or offensive odor, particularly about something decomposing or otherwise spoiled.
Examples:
smelly socks, smelly trash. I can't stand the smelly odor from the garbage can, and it's unbearable.
Sew.
To join, fasten, or repair two pieces of something by putting the thread through them with a needle.
Examples:
sew with thread, sew a button. My mother taught me how to sew.
Contaminate.
To make something impure, unclean, or poisonous by contact or mixture.
Examples:
contaminate with a disease, contaminate his ego. We strive not to contaminate the environment when demolishing petroleum plants.
Exacerbate.
To make a situation, problem, or feeling worse.
Examples:
exacerbate the situation, exacerbate symptoms. The heat wave exacerbated the drought conditions.
Marsh.
A type of land that is always wet and has soft soil, swamp or bog.
Examples:
marsh bird, river delta marsh. Environmentalists are concerned about the harm to the marsh.
Attenuation.
The process of reducing the strength, intensity, or value of something, the act or effect of making something weaker or less pronounced, the decrease in the magnitude of a signal, sound, or wave as it travels through a medium or from a source to a receiver.
Examples:
audio attenuation, attenuation coefficient. The attenuation of the signal caused poor reception on the radio.
Algae.
A simple plant that grows in or near water and lacks typical leaves and roots.
Examples:
algae biofuel, blue algae. Algae has jammed the inlet to the water turbine.
Detritus.
Waste or debris of any kind, particularly organic matter that has decayed or broken off from larger organisms. Figuratively, a collection of disorganized or discarded material or ideas.
Examples:
detritus pile, detritus removal. The beach was littered with detritus and trash left behind by careless visitors.
Glamorous.
Highly attractive and exciting, and different from ordinary things or people.
Examples:
glamorous movie stars, cast glamorous eyes. The South Coast is less glamorous yet has many clean and appealing hotels.
Ubiquitous.
being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Attenuate.
To weaken or reduce the intensity of something, such as a sound, feeling, or substance, to make something thinner or less dense.
Examples:
Attenuate the signal. Attenuate the power. The scientist was able to attenuate the virus by altering its genetic code.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them. To add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
Fertilize the soil. Fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Spat.
A minor quarrel or dispute, often one that is short-lived or insignificant, a sudden burst of activity or energy, a young oyster, clam, or other bivalves that has recently attached itself to a surface in its natural habitat.
Examples:
Minor spat. Clean up the spat. The spat between the two neighbors escalated into a heated argument.
Reinterpretation.
A new or different interpretation or explanation of something, especially a text or piece of artwork.
Examples:
Reinterpretation of history. Reinterpretation of the Constitution. The artist's reinterpretation of the classic painting received mixed reviews.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Weave.
To make cloth, a carpet, a basket, etc., by repeatedly crossing a single thread through two sets of long threads at a right angle to them.
Examples:
Weave on a loom. Weave a story. The girl weaves a garland for her friend.
Amphibious.
Able to function both on land and in water, able to live in or move between two different environments or settings.
Examples:
Amphibious creature. Amphibious warfare. The amphibious vehicle seamlessly transitioned from land to water.
Recreate.
To make something that existed previously happen or appear to exist again.
Examples:
Recreate a single country. Recreate the feeling of the 1920s. She recreated the atmosphere of the pre-war age with her stage setting.
Watery.
Full of or containing water, wet.
Examples:
A watery fluid. go to a watery grave. The soup was too watery and needed more flavor.
Diver.
A person who dives, especially one who does so professionally or as a sport. A bird that dives into the water to catch fish or other prey.
Examples:
Professional diver, deep sea diver. The search and rescue team sent a team of divers to search for the missing plane wreckage.
Upwell.
To rise to the surface, particularly in the case of fluids like water, gas, or magma.
Examples:
Emotions begin to upwell. Upwell from the cracks. Nutrients upwell from the ocean depths during the seasonal shifts, leading to a bloom of marine life.
Raft.
A flat structure, usually made of logs or planks, that can be used for transport or as a platform for swimmer.
Examples:
A raft for carrying horses. A life raft. The rubber raft was swept out to sea.
Churn.
To stir or agitate a liquid, substance, or mixture vigorously to produce foam or because of violent movement, to cause a large number of people to move or leave, to produce something, such as money, through continuous activity or turnover.
Examples:
Churn out manufactured goods. Churn in my stomach. The cream needs to be churned for several minutes before it becomes butter.
Shoreline.
A line that separates land and sea.
Examples:
Shoreline erosion. Coral reef shoreline. Flooding occurs along the city's shoreline due to the storm surge.
Remake.
To create a new version of a work of art, such as a film, song, or play, using the same or similar material as the original. To adapt or update something for a new audience or purpose. Noun, a new version or adaptation of a previously existing movie, song, TV show, or other creative work.
Examples:
Video game remake. Remake song. The director plans to remake the classic movie with a modern twist.
Livable.
Capable of being lived in comfortably and sustainably, suitable for human habitation.
Examples:
Livable city. Livable housing. Finding a safe and livable neighborhood is important when looking for a new place to live.